there's undoubtedly a symbolic value to the fact that they go there and they win 2-0. Do we make too much of a big deal out of it? Or did you see a performance where they said this was substantially better than a year ago?
I don't think they were at their very best, particularly defensively. They had one moment in the first half where they were caught on the ball and Ollie Watkins should have scored. It was a fairly easy chance.
Not the only easy chance.
Not the only easy chance. He had another one later in the second half where he should have done better. Raya made a good save, but it wasn't a great save. I think Ollie Watkins should have scored.
It was really spectacular. This is the one where, the one you're talking about, the one where he's on the ground because the ball had hit the crossbar, comes back out.
He made a save to push it onto the crossbar.
Yeah, so he made a great save to push it on the crossbar. That was a great save to me.
Yeah.
The second one, he's on the ground, he gets up, but obviously when you get on the ground and you get back up, it's pure reaction. You're limited to what you can do. The Watkins can just put the ball anywhere.
Yeah,
and he puts
particularly when he's going with his head, because you've got more control with your head than you have with your foot. So he can, and he's running straight onto it. He could head it into the corner or head it on the other side. He headed it straight at Raya.
But from a player's perspective, since you're emotional creatures, this is okay. This guy Emery does not have any kind of hoodoo over us. We beat him. Roll on. We're stronger this year, and we're going to take City to the wire and beat them.
Well, there were still some good things about Arsenal. I like the fact that he's played with Partey as the holding midfield player. It meant Rice could play a little bit further up the field because I think he can do both sides of the job. The combination down the right-hand side is going to cause every team problem. Ben White making forward runs from his right-back position. Odegaard with those little reverse passes. Saka is always a danger. Digne did okay against him, but it was a good battle. Arsenal are a good side at the moment. And I just think they need that extra bit of confidence to go and win the league. And this game will give them that bit of confidence going forward.
Thank you for not saying they need Ivan Toney or recognized striker, 30 goals a season, all this nonsense. Not to mention that maybe Kai Havertz will score 20 goals this season. On the Villa side, I don't think Villa played badly at all. I do think you have a situation where you have a guy who scored 1 million goals and delivered 1 million assists last season in Ollie Watkins. For whatever reason, I said he was poor last week, poor again this week. Obviously, you persevere with him and you just wait for him to get out of the funk, right?
Yeah. The first chance, probably lost his confidence with the first chance. I mean, for him, that was a fairly easy. And Emery would have been so pleased with the way they pressed the ball. They won it back off Arsenal in a good area. They had the 2v1, an opening for Ollie Watkins, and he didn't take it. So that may have lost his confidence for the rest of the game. But I think Aston Villa played well. They're going to be a decent side. And Emery has always had a little bit of a thing over Arteta when he was manager of Villarreal. They outplayed Arsenal in the Champions. It was the Europa League, wasn't it? And last season he did it again. But that was a bonus for Arteta that they got Trossard on the field, which was a good substitution because Martinelli wasn't having the best of games. Trossard came on, different sort of player, scored the opening goal, and from that moment on, Arsenal then played really well.
When you look at Villa and later we're going to get into just on Arsenal, Mikel Merino on his way. I think that's huge. We're going to talk about that later on. But you're with me. This is a player I think that they really need to complete the squad.
Yes, because what does it mean for Thomas Partey? Thomas Partey will probably be the player to go out because it means Declan Rice will probably drop deeper. And Merino will play as that left-sided midfield player in the midfield three.
It means you have alternatives.
You have
alternatives.
alternatives.
It's not just Partey and Jorginho, both of whom are in their 30s, to complete that trio. Plus Merino, I think, is versatile.
And a goal scorer. He can be a goal scorer with balls in the box.
It's good to. I think he's shown that. But with Villa, we're going to get into more on Gavin Juls' podcast. Just give me straight off the bat percentage chance that they finish top 4.
I'm going to go with, because they're in the Champions League, I'm going to go with 35% that they will get in the top 4.